So, in chapter 4a, when we first learned the imperfect in Spanish, one of the most common questions is, how do I know whether I'm using the imperfect or the preterite in each situation in the past? That is a huge question, and we're going to look at all the different times at which we would use each one in chapter 5a. For chapter 4b in Spanish 2, we're going to focus on using the preterite imperfect when we're describing a situation. In this situation, we're going to have what was happening and then an interrupting action that occurred one time during the situation that was happening. So for an example, there were lots of people when I came. So we were walking into a party, and all these people were already there. This is the situation. There were lots of people when, and all of a sudden, this one action happens in the past. My arrival at the party is one point in time. The fact that there were lots of people there, that's just the situation. That's not a single past action. Me arriving at the party, that's a single past action. And remember, that's what we use to identify the preterite. It's a single past action. There was, or there were is on our list. It's the verb haber, like there is and there are in the present tense is I. There was or there were in the past tense uses the imperfect había. There were, había muchas personas, mucha gente, whichever one you want to use for lots of people. Había muchas personas cuando, and then I arrived, yo llegué. And I put that little change there because it's a gar verb. Llegar is to arrive. Llegué is I arrived. So there were lots of people is the situation, and we use the imperfect for that. All of this is the imperfect to describe the scene, the setting, the situation. When a single past action occurs in my narrative in the past, and that will be in the preterite. Let's do one more example. Let's say that we were chatting when the fireworks started. So we were chatting. This is going to be the situation. This is what was going on when all of a sudden, boom, like literally boom, fireworks is going to interrupt what was going on. So we were chatting. We're going to use the imperfect. Nosotros charlábamos. This was going on. We were chatting. Cuando, all of a sudden, empezaron los fuegos artificiales. I'm going to run out of room. So this is in the imperfect. We were chatting. When, boom, preterite, single past action, something started. That'll be our first instance of when we use preterite versus imperfect.